session in the CPQ series, and myself, Arun Goeal. I am working in cloud technology as a CRM specialist, and I do have a, 13 plus year of experience. And one can reach out to me on my Twitter handle, that is around SFDC, and I also have a website arunSFDC.com, and also one can reach out to me the Twitter handle, that is around SFDC. So now the question is why we should be using code template. So let's suppose as a sales rep, you are working on the code and you are done with the code generation, right? Now this part has been came, which is a pictorial representation. Okay, so you can generate a PDF, whatever the line item you have been selected, the products, so that will be comes in the PDF, and that is again a dynamic, and that's come with the CPQ package. So one can generate the template. Let me show you in the action so that at least you can relate yourself, and then we'll talk about more on that. So let me quickly jump on the CPQ app. And let me go to the any of the code. And there's a preview document. So everybody will get this preview document and generate document. Preview is something you can preview the document, and generate is like it will be saved in the related list. Okay. So right now, let me click on the preview document. So this is, you have been done with the code process, reconciliation has been done. So we can have a multiple templates. So I'm choosing training proposal. And let me click on the preview. So we'll talk about more on this. Okay, what it is all screen about. But just to show you how it will look like. So this is my PDF. Okay, so I am working on a code, and the code number is this one, and date is this one, expire is this one, and I do have these products. So you can simply generate this PDF document. You do not need to do a coding part. Okay, this is all possible with the configuration. So there is a preview. Before sending the document, you can very well preview this, and once you are okay with all the content, you can generate a document, and that generate document you can able to check on the code. Okay, so this is a some of the terms and condition, the signature. Okay, and these are some additional document. Let me cancel this. So guys, so there are three important factor. Okay, one is a code template, and we do have a template content, and we do have a code term and sections. So in the code template, so we need to create a code template first. So let's suppose, so that you can think of like who are working on Salesforce, they are working on an email template kind of thing. So in the same manner, we need to create a code template while generating a PDF out of code. So we can create as many of code template. Okay, these are the code template I have already created. So if I click on this training proposal, so I'll be having this section. Okay, this one, line column, template section, additional document. So you can see I need to provide this template name. And again, in development status is something you are working on, that it won't, as an on the end user, it won't be available. And we are having page width, top margin, left margin. So everything is been driven by the configuration, guys. When you are generating a PDF, so all the margin from left, bottom, right, okay, top will can be handled from here. You can also put some header content, the footer content, and also you can very well define your page number, how it will look like, page 0 of 1. So whatever I was showing, let me again go back. And this is, you can put your company information, so that will become on the left top side. And then also you can also very well define your CSS. Okay, font family, font size, border color, shading color, these are the things. And group style information also. There are some more important thing is section title. Let me show you what I mean is you can very well change the label of the fields, okay, which are being visible to the PDF from here. So what does it mean is, let's suppose I click on preview document. Let me choose it, preview it. So whatever you are seeing over here, okay guys, this one, cloud analogy 123 easy street, and you can see this total cost. So this is, you can see total label, okay. So this is a predefined field that has been came with the package. So whatever the label I'm putting over here, okay, it will be coming over here as well. So you can put any of your label which has been matching with your business line. So there are some other fields also. The partner discount label also you can change from here. Terms and condition also you can change here. Okay. So you can see terms and condition. So you can change the label from the configuration only. No need to do any coding part, guys. So these are the some important field you need to load. And now if we talk about the corporate information, you can see company name is coming, company street is coming, and this is coming on the top left corner. This is, and apart from this is all dynamic. If I can show you, code is coming, okay, the number is coming, the line item is coming. So if I'll add or remove any of the line item, it will be also add or remove from the PDF while generating this. Okay. If I talk about this additional document, so if you can go to the little list, so you can see I've put some additional document over here. So this is something while generating this code PDF. So you can put some supported document in that. So it will be attached to that particular PDF. Okay. So the only restriction to this one, you can only do the PDF. You cannot upload a Word document or something. There will be multiple document you can attach. And also one important point is, whatever the numbering you are seeing, okay, this is a page number 1, 2, 3. So there, that numbering cannot be applied to the attaching document also. And there are some more thing on the attaching document. So I'll talk about more on that. So let me create a code template. Then, okay, so while you are creating a code template, you need to provide this name, okay, test 20 Jan, and I'm keeping it in development only. And these are the predefined value, you can change it very well. And as soon as I save it, okay, so you can see I get it everything. And what I can do is, if I go to related, I can have a line column as well. So line column is something, whatever you are seeing over here, quantity, product, description, unit price, extended. So these are coming from the code line. You can very well add and remove anything. So by default in the backend, they have been have a event which is doing this 6 line item. Line columns have been inserted in the backend. If you wanted to add more, you can very well do that. Let me delete that. There are more to it. Okay, so when you will be creating a code template, right? So we will be having related section. Okay, so we do have a section. Section means like whatever you are seeing on the header, whatever you are seeing on the footer, the line column, so, and also for the code terms, right? So we can create these sections: training cover page, cover letter, header, line items, okay, and the terms. Now also we can see the display order as well. You can see 10, 20, 30. So whatever I'm keeping it on the lowest order, it will be coming on the top, and whatever is having the maximum display order, it will come on the last. Okay, so this is something you need to create. Going further, whatever you are seeing over here, let's suppose the logo also has to be done. So what we need to do, there's one field, okay, logo document ID. So we need to upload, so logo document ID, we need to upload the document. The only way the document cannot be supported in the Lightning, so we have to go to the Classic. And what we can do is, we can go with the document. If I go for the document, you can see we need to create this document and we need to upload the image. The only thing you need to keep in mind, it should be externally available image. Okay. So as soon as you will be marked this externally available image, you need to copy this ID and you need to paste it in the logo document. Okay. So whenever this code template will be used to for any of the code, then the logo will be coming automatically. You don't need to do anything. This is the one while generating. Any questions, guys? While generating a code. Okay. So this is coming. So let's suppose if I remove it. Okay. Let me show you. Let me remove it and let me regenerate this. See, it is not coming now. Okay. So you don't need to do any coding part, guys. Again, I'm saying it is all configuration on the record level, right? So this is something, the only thing, still it is being supported only on documents. You cannot do the files. Now the second part is we have a watermark, right? So watermark is something, let's suppose you are creating a quote, right? So even though who have been got some policies, Mediclaim policy or the life insurance policy or the motor policy, normally you are having a discussion with the company, so you are asking for the quote, right? And they will be sending a quote that is not actual quote, but that is a kind of copy of that. So as soon as you won't be paying that amount, okay, they will be giving a watermark like it is a draft or something, so that you cannot use as a original. So there is a feature in the CPQ, we can have a watermark as soon as we are not, the salesperson is not confirmed, the payment has not been done. So whatever the code they will be sharing with the client, they can put a watermark in that. Okay, and that again, no need to do the coding. We can do directly with the configuration only. So for the same thing, we need to upload a kind of this image. Okay, this is a watermark image, and again we need to make sure this should be external available image. We need to copy this ID and we need to put this in the watermark ID over here. Okay, in the code template. Now let's suppose I'm working on a code. Okay, and a code is not been, I do have multiple status and it not been finalized, but still as a consolidation process I need to share my code to the particular customer. So what I need to do, I really wanted to have a watermark to be there. So there is a field watermark shown on the code. So what I can do, I can check the checkbox and save it. So this can be your automation. Okay, as soon as the status is not approved or the payment has not been done, so you can always check the checkbox. If it is already been paid, so you can uncheck the checkbox with the automation. Okay, so if I preview this document now with the same template, so you can see watermark is coming. So that customer cannot be used this as a original document, right? It is kind of copy, or you can put your watermark with your company name or whatever the logo you want, right? So we have not done nothing. What we have done is we just uploaded a watermark in the document section and we have put this ID in the watermark ID in the template. And while working on the code as a sales rep, I put this checkbox as a check. So these are the pretty important thing, guys, while working on that. Now there's some more thing to it. Okay, the line columns we have been talked, which has been so, and section also we have been checking. So if I go to, so let's suppose we wanted to create a section. So first of all, we need to create a template content. That is again is a object which has been come by a CPQ. So we are having 6 type of template content, guys. So that is a by default. Okay, you do not need to do any changes over here. So HTML is something where who are working on a HTML coding, so they can create a content of HTML. and let me click and continue. Okay, so this is something you can design your own content, okay, with the help of the, if you know the HTML coding, you can very well do that. And you can also use this bold, italic, and absence something. Let's suppose I adding, okay. So if I put this one and click on source, so this is also converted to this. So either you can use your HTML coding, or you can use this out of the box features, okay, they have been given. Now the second type of content is line item, okay. Line item is something, let, if I click on this, so only you need to create the content name only, and whatever we were seeing, okay, the this particular uh, columns, right, the quote lines, so that was coming with this line item. We do have a quote terms, we do have a custom is something, if you wanted to create your VF pages, and that has to be included in that, so custom is can be used if you are not comfortable with the HTML. So custom you can use depending the complexity of the project. And template bottom and template top is, by default it is coming like this, okay. You can very well change it as per your convenience. So signature is coming, and also if you can notice, we also have a quote dynamic field, so we are keeping the SBQ notes from the quote itself. You can also very well use any of the field, only you need to make sure we are calling is a merging field, so that is the quote and that field name, okay. And the template also, we can put whatever the template will be using, so we can pick this particular fields from the template. So we already created some of the template content. Once this template content have been created, okay, now back to the code template, click on the temp. So we have got a code template, we have got a template content. Now we need to create a section. So section is kind of a junction, okay. So if I show on this section, so let me click on the cover page, cover letter, and let me click line items. Let me click core, create code term. So if I can show you the, so it is having sections. Section is having also content, which I just showed you, and also template. So that is the junction between the template and the content. So content can be used in any of the template, okay, by using this junction. You can see we also have a template, that is the training proposal, and also the content, training cover letter. If I talk about this line item, so we do have this one, okay. And with the same with the code term as well, guys. So in the code template, we have seen line column, template section, additional document. Okay, coming on the additional document, guys. Let's suppose, so additional document you can very well can be associated on the quote level as well. Let's suppose I am on a quote. So what you can do, you can put your additional document under the quote as well. Okay, you can put your additional document under the template as well. So that is up to you where you wanted to put it. So let me click on the new. So what you need to do, you need to again upload this additional document under the document only. So we need to upload over here, and we need to make sure this document contains searchable is checked, and you need to copy this ID. Okay. Now once you copy this, and you need to make sure it should be PDF only, because it's not supported any other format. So when you copy this ID, while you are creating this, let me show you what I've done already. So if I click on the addition document, which I already put it on the template, so I have copied this ID and pasted over here. You can see, and I see display order. So we can also have multiple addition document, guys. Okay, it's not just one. So we can put display order 10, 20, 30, 40, so that whatever is the lowest order will come on the first, and then the greater the display order will come on the last. We also say the required. Okay, let me remove the required. So we have attached to the code template, but you can do on the product level as well. You can do on the opportunity level as well. What does it mean is, let's suppose we are not having on the template level. So let's suppose I am working on a code, and that code is being generated from the particular opportunity. So still that document, while you are generating this quotation, okay, so that additional document will come in into that PDF while generating that. So let me click on the preview document now. So if you realize, okay, I've unchecked the checkbox required. Okay, let me again select this training proposal. You can see now it is coming on the left hand side. Earlier it was coming on the right hand side by default because we have kept it as the required. So I was not able to remove it. Okay. If I preview this, you can see. So now no additional document is generating. Okay. But if you want, so that is optional. If you again select that, although it's not required, you can very well. So you can have multiple additional documents. So while working as a sales rep, so you that particular sales rep might be working with a different customer or maybe different region. So you might be having multiple document, and on the basis of the customer or the region, you can select a particular additional document. That's how this will work. Okay. And also we can have a on the quote level as well. For the code terms, guys, we had to create this template content, and then there's a special object that is a code term. You can see. So let's suppose I need to create this code term, and this code term has to associate with the template content. So if I showed you, this is template content, okay, which I have created, and type is a code term. This we cannot change because there are only 6 available template content type. So this code term, this code term, if I can show you on the code template. So this one we have done like this. So we do have this section. So while creating a section, I do have this section, right? And this is a template, this template, and this is my content. Okay, and this has been in the code term. I have selected this content. That's how it is being associated. Okay, in the code term, this particular content has been selected. So that's how in the backend engine it is being automated. Okay, so if I show you, let me click on the code term. So this particular training term header already been selected in the section. Okay, and this you can see this body, lorem ipsum dollar. So if I again go to the code, and click on the code, if I preview and select this training proposal, so you can see this is coming lorem, and also 1.1 is coming. And how it is coming 1.1? Because this is a parent, this is a child. So this is a parent, and and if I can show you this is sad, right? You can see this is the parent. Okay, so if I click on this, so this is my parent. Okay, this is my parent, and see lorem is parent, and this is my child. And there's some important thing. Okay, we do have an active, we do have a lock checkbox. So let's suppose if I edit it, and let me uncheck the active checkbox, and let me save it. Okay, let me again preview this. So it won't be coming because your code term has to be active, okay, in order to publish on the code. If I can show you, now it has been gone. Okay, There are some more important point, guys. You can also put your code terms on the basis of the status. So let's suppose you are working on a code, and you wanted to specify that terms on the particular conditions. So you can very well define. Who have been working with the price rule or product rule, they must be aware of that. So you can define these conditions. So I am just taking example of one condition. So I am putting, as soon as the status of the code equal to draft, then this code term should be defined. Okay. So I put these draft condition, draft and review denied. Then only this code term should be visible. And also what you can do this condition met is any. Right now this is the or condition, like any of the, you can also put the advance, okay, one and or three, composite and all. So who have been working on the product rule and price rule, they can maybe connect with the same. So you can define those condition. Okay, so the code is presented. So let me do the active checkbox. Let me show it. Let me see if I can show you in the action, guys. So what we are saying, we are saying it should be either draft, in review, and denied. So if I see the status, so the draft, okay. So this should be coming now. I put it as a check is active, and this code is presented non-finalized form. So if I preview, so so if I preview this, hmm, hmm, just a minute. Uh, hmm, I think we don't have in section. That's what one not. Okay, we need to add this template content actually. One meta code term. So guys, we need to add this. So we don't have a section for this. Let me create that so that you can very well see. Okay, I'm changing. Let me put the display order as well. Sorry, not it. So I'm putting this okay as a 65. Now let me again preview this. You can see the code is coming now. Okay. Now let me change the code status. Okay, guys. So what we have done, we have created a code term that is a conditional base, and the condition is the code status should be draft or in review or denied. Okay, all these three might be matched because we have put in any condition that is equal to or condition. Okay, now let me change to the this status to anything. Okay, apart from these three statuses. So let me see presented. Okay, presented is not there. All right, we don't have a presented status. This is only draft and review denied. Okay, so now if I preview this code should not become. Okay, again we have not done any coding, guys. Everything is being controlled via the data, whatever we have configured in the backend. So if I see the same, the condition is not coming, guys. So that's how you can very well play with the code term. Okay. Now, while working on the code, guys, as a sales rep, okay, it might be the possibility that suppose I'm working on the code, okay, and I've seen they'll be customer is asking for the slight change, okay. You have been share this document with the customer, and they're asking to change the code term, okay. But as a sales rep, you won't be allowed to do any changes in the back end. But what Salesforce CPQ has given the power, okay, you can go and modify code term from here as a sales rep. You don't need to do a have a admin permission. So whatever the code term are applicable for this particular code for the template, okay, you can see this template is having this one, and if I go this template, it is having nothing. Okay, so if I talk about this one, okay, so I can change this. Okay, this is my modification, and how it will be helping, let me explain this in a while. So I saved it, okay, and close it as a sales rep. Now as a back end, so they will be obviously send out the email to the manager, like they have been changing these code terms, uh, okay, in the back end. So what we can do as a admin, I can go in the code term, in the same code term, because that was coming for the code template. So we know what code term they have been modified. So it won't be changing anything in the body, right? If I go to the related, so you can see modified term has been came now. See, this has been came now. So that's how they can keep in track, and they will be able to send the modified code term, but that changes won't be coming into the effect in the original record. Okay, if company wanted to change this terms and condition, they need to change to the original record. Now this is a related record, but we have to keep a track. That's how it is coming. Okay, so whenever that particular sales rep will be sending that document to the customer, it will be picking the modified terms. But if the second sales rep will come, okay, it will be picking this the actual one. Okay, that's how you can track. So that is a one additional feature that has been given by the CPQ. So we talk about line columns, template section. Yeah, one more important point, guys. Let me show that also. So if I'm working on a code template, guys, training proposal and line item, right? So let me click view all. So you can see these are having the line item. So you can have maybe 10, 12, 15, whatever the line item you wanted to have. Now, if you can see the width, okay, width should be always 100. Okay, if you add these width for all the line column, it should be 100 as a total. If you won't be having 100, maybe more than 100, let me edit that and let me see what will happen. So let me put it 40. So if I see 40 and 60 and then 100, okay, and now it's 135. So if I generate a document, so it will be overspilling from the format, right? You can see this is going way away, right? This has been cut down. Only this particular column is getting this particular weight. Okay, so you need to make sure whatever the time you're working on the particular line item, the total of the line column should be always 100. Okay, so that it will be aligned to the format. Now second important point is, now you are able to, let me again preview this, guys, so that I can show you the. Okay, so it's not 100. How what I've done? 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, it's a 5. Sorry. It's again 105. Sorry, guys. So I need to keep it 5. Now it's total 100. Okay. Now let me generate it again. Actually, Okay, so it is coming now. So you can see right now only three, five column are coming. Okay, one, two, three, four, five. But if I can show you here, we have a quantity, we have a product name, we have a description, list price, discount, net total, right? So this is not coming. Quantity coming, product coming, description coming, unit price coming, but discount is not coming. Okay, you can see this is not coming. Why it is not coming, guys? Because we can control any of the line column. So in each record, you will be able to find this particular field. This is a conditional print field. Okay, what does it mean, guys? Whenever you are working to any of the code, so you can control that column to be presented or not with this particular field. Okay, so we do have a field on the additional discount on my code. As soon as we are having a value in the additional discount field, then only it should be coming. If it is not, then it will be omitting the column itself. So let me show you how we can do that. So if I see edit lines, so there's a field, guys, okay, additional discount. And that is again out of the box field, which has been come with the CPQ. But if you wanted to use your own custom field, you can very well do that. So you can see additional discount. Let me put additional 10, okay? And let me save that. And let me again preview. Again, guys, I have not done any code changes. Everything you are seeing is a live demo, and everything has been configured already, and all the documentation has been generated on the basis of the data what we are seeing. Now you are seeing the discount. So is any of the line item will be having discount, this particular column will be displayed. Okay. So now you can see the importance of the conditional print field, guys. Okay. And again, on we can also have a style as well for the line column, bottom margin. Okay. Uh, okay. So these are the some points I need to make. So you can very well control what you wanted to present. Okay. Now, if I go to the section again, so you can control some more thing, guys. Okay. Uh, Let me get the section. So we have this section, guys, line item section. So there are some fields, guys. Okay, on the code template, let me talk on the code template first. There are some more fields we have been omitted actually. So there are some more field. Okay, so who have been working in a CPQ, so they know the height, the component product. Okay, component product is something when you are doing the bundling, and the component product is having the zero. Okay, means like it will be proportional to the parent product. So you can hide that. So when they will be selecting this particular template for any of the code, and you are checking the checkbox, so your component product won't be showing in the these line items, right? Now the second important for field is you can also show bundle product. So normally by default it won't be showing. Bundle product is something you have been created a bundle. Only parent product will be coming, but inside that whatever the product you have been selected, it won't be coming. So right now you can think of maybe we have been seeing the example for only like bundle is having 2 3 product inside that, but normally when you are talking about medical devices, right, or maybe uh, uh, the product may be from the manufacturing in the industry. So one machine might be having 100 subcomponents. Okay, so normally it won't be showing you neat and clean. Okay, when you are generating a document, the end customer won't be interested to see those subcomponent. Okay, so by default it is won't visible in the document generation, but if you want you can keep it, right? Now we also have a show all package. So these are the some of the field: show customer discount, show partner discount. Okay, so these are some of the field you can very well uh, control by the template. Okay, by default these are the unchecked. Okay, but if you want you can very well do that. Okay. Now number term we have selected because we were showing that number. Okay. Numbering was coming to the template. Uh, this one. If you wanted to hide this numbering, you can very well do with the again from the particular this field. We can also group that. So let's suppose uh, these are the one table you are seeing, right? Now I wanted to group. Okay. So group is anything. Okay. I'm saying let's group by a product family. So every product is having product family, but if you wanted to have some other field, you can very well go and in the backend and you can put this field in the pick list value, and then you can select from here. So if I regenerate this, guys, you can see the line item will be grouped by with the product family now. So if I'll be showing, see, hardware is a group family, so it is coming different, service is coming different, support is coming different, and these products are not having any family. That's how it is coming separate. So again, we have not done anything. We just change the template configuration on the record level, and that's how it will be showing. Okay. So these are the some of the field you need to go and you can check it. So every field it's having description. Okay, help text. You can go very well, and you can try by your own. If you'll face any issue, you can ping me on my LinkedIn, so I'll be able to answer. So we have been talked about this document with the CPQ template. We have been talked about template content. That is again very basic. So we will be having six type of content: HTML line items, custom code terms, template bottom and template top. We have been also talked about template section, which has been the junction between the template and the template content. We also talked about the merge field when you are creating any of the template content. So you can use merging field so that your data will be generated on the runtime. So these are the prerequisite. Okay. So you cannot have any of the name. What you need to do for if you wanted to pick any data from the code, so you need to put this code. Okay. Uh, this exclamation mark and the code dot, and that should be in the curly bracket. Okay. And this is the fields you need to you can keep it in that. Now if you wanted to get some data from the template, you need to use this exclamation template dot, then primary contact, then sales rep, then document. From the document also you can keep it, right? So these are the following object you can very well use in the merge field, guys. We have been also talked about this conditional display of the quote line columns, where I was showing you the additional discount part, right? So you can very well choose those conditional print field so that it will be controlling the line columns itself. Line column will be visible or not. CPQ code term also we have been uh, checked. We also have been checked for the modified terms. There one more thing, logged. Logged is, let me show you logged. Let's suppose, let's take the same example, guys. So let me logged it. Okay. Now as a sales rep, I don't want you to give the this particular feature to the sales rep as an admin. I logged it this one. Okay. And let me again. So this is coming. Okay. Let me cancel that. So earlier I was showing to you. Okay. If I click on the modify code terms, I was able to modify it. Now it is coming as a logged. So again, we have not done any modification on the code side, just a small change. That just this checkbox has been checked, so that as a sales rep, I cannot modify it. Okay, this code terms is logged. You cannot modify while sending this document to the particular customer. So this is again very important. Okay, in terms of the controlling the terms. Display code terms again we have been talked. That is a conditionally we wanted to show any code term, so you can put any of the condition, and then you can uh, do any condition, or maybe you can have a mix and match. That is the advanced condition. Now let's talk about more on how to show a template section. So like a line column, we can also, let me show you what does it mean. So that, so we can have a multiple section in one code template, and we can very well decide. So for an example, guys, I do have two section. Okay, if you can notice, we do have a line items. Again, that is the line item type, and we do have a combined line item. Again, this is the line item types. Okay, so either this one or this one. Okay, so if I can show you, okay, these are the two section. Okay, right now only one section is showing. Let me, combine subscription type separate by. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, so that at least let me save it and let me show you. If I go to the code and preview document, so my both section will be coming. So you can see, guys, this has been repeated. Laser jet maintenance again is coming. Laser jet maintenance again is coming. Okay, one time this is again coming, right? So this is repetitive. Now my requirement is, I, so there are two type of product, guys. Okay, we have been talked while doing the product session, right? We are a subscription based product, and we also have a non subscription based product. That is a one time. Now, while generating a code, uh, I I need to control that, like separate by subscription type or combine subscription type. This is something we are keeping the checkbox on my code level. Okay, this is again custom. I'll be showing all the thing, but I'm just explaining what is the business use case. So the business wanted to have this particular checkbox on the code level. If the and business user is selecting separate by subscription time and generating any document, so let me show what will happen. Let me generate a document. So that is separate by subscription type. Okay, so if I have subscription, if I have a one time, so though both should be coming in the different section or different table. One minute, I'm checking. So देखो section. उल्टा कर देना. Let me again generate the document, guys, so that at least you can have understanding, and then we'll explain how it is happening. So it is being controlled by the code only. That's what the requirement it should be. So you can see one time is coming in a different table, and if I go down, subscription is coming in the different table. Okay, and again, let me go back to the code. Let me cancel that, and now business user is saying, let's do the combined subscription type. Okay, so let me uncheck the checkbox, and combined subscription type is being checked. Again, let me generate this document again. Now it should be coming in a single table because we are saying combined subscription type, guys. Okay, now can, okay, so what we have done, let me explain this to you. What we have done, firstly, in corresponding to this solution, there are multiple solution, guys. Okay, but the solution which we have done, let's talk about this. So we have created one field in the backend on the code level, that is a separate by subscription type, that is a checkbox, and we have created another field that is a combined subscription type, and that is a formula field. So if the subscription type of is checked, it is unchecked. If it is unchecked, it is checked. That's how that it will be coming in opposite direction. Okay. Now what we have done, uh, we have created two section for the line item. Okay, you can see line item only, and here also you can see line item. But what we have done, we have take this reference. Okay, so what we have done, we have put the conditional print field separate by substitution type. Okay, which is coming from here, separate by substitution type. If it is checked, then this section will be visible, or if this section is visible only if the combined substitution type is visible. Okay, so we have created this formula field, so either this field will true, either with this field will true. Okay, so either this section will be showing or either this section will be showing. If this section will be showing, so we don't need to do group field. Okay, it is just simply saying the full table. If this section will be showing, so we have put group field is a substitution type. Okay, that's how that particular table was showing in the different, like two table was coming. So we can also control a section on the conditional print field. Okay, whatever we have seen on the line item, in the same manner we can have a multiple section. And if you don't want to put the conditional print field, every section will be shown, but you can control that what section you wanted to display. So that was just a example. Okay, which wanted to give it to you. So that's all for today's session, guys. I'll be again. I've created a who have been joined little bit late, so I have pasted the link of this admin group of the YouTube. So I'll be posting all the CPQ session. I'll started posting those session which has been previously I've taken. That is on the release and some other part. But on the CPQ, I'll be putting all the series, and in each document, I'll also upload the slides as well. Is there any way by which we can show particular code line based on the condition on the code template? I think, yeah, we can control that. So when you say code line, what the actual condition is? So we can control components, we can control bundle product, and other also we can control what's. So Shivam, can you repeat your question? What's your question is? So that I can answer. Although when you are creating a product, okay. So let me show that for everyone. So let's suppose you are creating a product. So there's an option, right? This product you wanted to display on the document or not. So the option. So this is a sorry. So you can see code line visibility. So this you can very well control by this configure visibility of code line generated by this option. Okay. So you can see document only or never. Okay. If you can elaborate more, Shivam, so I'll be, maybe you can try to reach out to me on my Twitter or maybe on my LinkedIn. So I'll be able to answer. So thank you guys so much, and I'll be uploading next series that will be on Saturday. So we'll try to cover some more content which has been left, and then we'll move forward. So we are planning to have 4 to 5 more sessions in the CPQ series. If you would like to hear any specific topic, you can reach out to me to the Salesforce Noida admin group, or you can ping me on my LinkedIn so that maybe we'll try to cover it. If you also wanted to get a clarity, or if you wanted to have some explanation on the previous topics as well, so you can reach out to me and I'll try to cover it up. So Shivam, I'll try to explain. Okay, just reach out to my LinkedIn and post your question with the context. So I'll come back to you on that. Thank you guys. Have a great day ahead and happy weekend. What I can access the past session on CPQ. Yeah, so I'll be upload. So Abhijit, I've already pinged this YouTube channel. That is a Salesforce Knowledge Admin group. So I'll be uploading all the CPQ session in that. So far, I've just only released 3 sessions. That was from the release notes and the code builder. For CPQ series, I'll be uploading in next week or further. And in each video, I'll also upload all the slides as well. Thank you so much, guys, and have a wonderful weekend.